I've loved baseball my whole life, but feel like the sport is being threatened. Maybe not now, maybe not tomorrow, but 20 years from now, the game could be in some trouble.
You don't see 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old kids there watching the game. They might be there with the parents, but they're there for all of what's around the game.
Kids aren't organizing their own games anymore. No more pickup games. They don't have the attention span to watch games, and the game might be too slow for the younger generation.
I just think kids just need to be more entertained all the time now.
They want to learn. They want to be engaged. A lot of times they just don't have the knowledge and they don't understand exactly how the game is supposed to work.
Baseball is a sport kids need to start early and hard to learn.
And if you can't get them on board at 7, 8, 9, 10, you're in trouble, because baseball is the one sport you cannot pick up at 14, 15, 16 years old and try to now make it a sport that you're going to play for, the next 6, 8 years.
We're putting the result ahead of the fun and the play. We've turned everything around backwards.
Baseball is also threatened by spring and summer basketball and hockey, lacrosse, video games. Are they playing too much too soon?
I think a lot of the little ones have lost their sense of fun about the game.
Kids are so used to having things organized for them, having structured practices, having structured teams, having tournaments.
The AAU stuff, those seasons now have continued to get longer and longer, and then they cut into the baseball portion of it.
What's the future of baseball? How is parental involvement impacting baseball and other travel sports?
They need to understand that 98% of every kid who plays any sport at all is only going to play it at a recreational level. That's as high as they're ever going to get.
We as parents and as associations have to remind ourselves that what makes a really good baseball player at 10 years old has no bearing on what makes a great player at 17 years old.
Baseball used to be the American pastime, but what place does it have in America now? Do kids learn to play catch with their fathers or mothers? Does the younger generation understand why the end of Field of Dreams is a tearjerker?
Baseball has a very powerful life energy, but it is getting pulled apart.
We've organized sports to such a level where we've put this emphasis on, uniforms and equipment and travel and all of that, that for kids just to have the fun of the sport doesn't exist like it probably once did.
In general, as America's pastime, I think I don't know that I would say it's dying, but it's definitely dwindling.
Baseball is a game, and games are meant to be fun. I can only hope the fun of the game will allow baseball to live on.